going on, guys? Jolts here, back with another build video, and today we're going to be going over Sentry Moze. Now, the idea with the build is we're going to be throwing a bunch of Tediores, and they're going to make sentries. Those sentry guns are going to be doing good damage at the same time as distracting your enemy. Now, the reason why this gun is so good now is because we just got a new gun in the Buster Collect DLC, and this gun changed the ways of Tediore chucking. Anyways, if you do want to download the save for yourself, I will link it in the description. The save will be in PC format, so it's only going to work for PC. As for console, there is no way to convert from PC to console at the moment. For the save file, that is. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into the build. As you can see, the build is pretty straightforward, and you don't need a whole lot to really set it up. You will see some random stuff here, we'll get to that in a second, but basically, you want the p.a.t Mark III. Now, if you did miss my item guide on this weapon, I do recommend checking it out. It's a pretty easy weapon to get. Alright, so why is this gun so good? Look at the bottom. Thrown weapons spawn with a full magazine. That means that if there's 50 ammo in the mag when you chuck it, it's still going to do the same as having 1 ammo in the magazine when you chuck it. Now, as for Tediores, you consume ammo extremely fast when chucking away all your ammo. Now, Moze can regen ammo, but it only goes into a magazine, which means if you have no ammo in your reserve, you're not able to chuck the weapon. But there is a trick around it which I'm going to show you for this video, and this is what makes the build actually work. So right now you can see I have 54 in the mag, I'm going to shoot, and I do have ammo regen. But 0 left in my reserve, so I cannot reload. I'm clicking reload, nothing's happening. But if you swap over to a magazine that's higher than the weapon you have, you can see here the magazine's 22. We're going to swap to a 26 mag, swap back, and boom, ammo goes into reserve, which means I can chuck this. And by swapping back and forth like this, yeah, that means we can chuck these infinitely. Remember, you still get a full damage bonus even with 1 in the mag. That doesn't work with any Tediore in the game, so it's exclusive to this weapon. That's a huge deal because now we can run around chucking Tediores infinitely and not have to rely on, a cut purse to regen ammo, and the build will only get more ridiculous from there. So yeah, you want to find these in all the elements and with the URAD anoint, as you can see there. But if you want to, you can also use the 390 anoint. These things are going to be hitting so hard that the 390 anoint is going to be really good for it too. Now for your ammo regen tool, you can use any SMG you want. It could be white rarity, blue rarity, whatever, it doesn't matter. It could be a legendary. Just make sure it has a higher magazine than your main p.a.t. You can see here, 22 mag, right here, 26. So this could be 23, 24, 25, whatever, it doesn't matter. Just make sure it's higher than your main p.a.t Mark III. Now we have the execute, and when you deplete the mag and chuck it at the enemy, it'll debuff them by 50%. And so you can do the same trick here. So you can see here 12 in the mag, and 17. So I can go ahead and swap away, swap back, and now we can chuck it. And you can see how fast we can actually do this. We have the big boom blaster, and now there's no really good way to regen on a deathless setup unless you're using a, the bloodletter. And since we're not using that, the boosters are going to regen our shield, so that's going to keep us alive. We have a minesweeper, and now for this you want to have Toward Cross Promotion or Fire into Skagden. Both those skills are really good and will boost up your damage. Tediore throws are counted as grenade damage, which means this can actually spawn micro grenades. You can imagine chucking a Tediore for a massive amount of damage spawning a micro grenade. That micro grenade is going to do insane damage. Fastball, we're not even using it, it's just for matching our manufacturers. We have Tediore for everything. And thanks to the, what is that skill called? Match set. That means our mag size is going to be even bigger for our Tediores. So use any Tediore grenade you want, it doesn't matter. Finally, we have ourselves a Deathless. We're taking advantage of the URAD anoint, which means you want to have low HP. And like I said before, have all the elements for your p.a.t. And the Hunter Seeker is another Tediore grenade you can use. It doesn't matter. Alright, that's our gear setup, so let's go over the skill tree. So for the skill tree, we have everything that's going to boost our mag size and also swap speed too. That's very important because we're going to be swapping back and forth to make sure we can chuck that magazine. So yeah, we have more magazine here, more swap speed here, more fire damage here. This doesn't matter for the build, but we got to move down the tree. These all don't matter. More mag size, this doesn't matter, that doesn't matter, and we need our ammo regen. Now you might be thinking, why not grab redistribution? It's more ammo regen. You don't need it if you have forge. And with the execute, I want to make sure I can deplete my mag fast. So if I'm regenning on top of that, it's going to make it a lot harder to deplete the mag. For the blue tree, we have Fire into Skagden, more fire damage. This is just for getting grenades back. This is a lot more splash damage. Auto bear, just if you want to use it, it doesn't really matter. And the big part, pull the holy pin. Your grenades have a chance for an automatic critical hit. Remember, Tediore chucks are grenade damage. So your Tediore chuck can crit and then activate the minesweeper. This skill is going to massively increase your damage. For Iron Bear, use whatever you want, it doesn't matter, it's not going to be the focus of our build, but we're using target softening. That will debuff the enemy and give you more damage. And for orange, we don't have a whole lot we need here. The only thing that's really going to benefit our damage is the experimental munitions, but we can be tankier with the thin red line, and we can also have a little bit more gun damage if we want to shoot. But yeah, all of your damage is going to come from green tree and blue tree with pull the holy pin. All we care about for the build is magazine size, splash damage, and anything based on critical hits. Okay, that's going to be it for all the skills, so let's go ahead and show off the build. Starting off, you will have to get used to the technique, so swap away, swap back, shoot, reload. And then now you can swap away, swap back, reload. And yeah, you can see there we're hitting for a lot of damage. And remember, we have pull the holy pin, so we can spawn a micro grenade if we crit with it, and that's going to hit for massive damage. Let's see if we can get one. It is random. Also, one thing I do want to point out is if you chuck a Tediore at a crit spot, like dead on a crit spot, it will actually hit critical hits. Oop, there it goes. So yeah, you can see there we did not have a damage number. You want to know why? Because that hit for over 1 billion damage. Yeah, the game cannot display over 1 billion damage, so it shows no number. Pretty insane. Alright, let's go show off the build. We're on Mayhem 10, here's the modifiers I have. And I do recommend grabbing your more than okay boomer for more grenade damage. So let's go ahead and chuck away, so reload. One shot, yep. This guy over here, swap away, swap back. Yeah, it's a little bit dangerous. Also, you can chuck them at the floor and spawn your sentries. So we'll do that. And these sentries will run to enemies for the full Tediore chuck damage. The cool thing is enemies focus on your turrets too. So they're going to stop shooting you and try to take out your turrets. Now, the turrets don't have much HP, so they will die in like one shot. But, you know, you can chuck them infinitely, so I don't think it really matters. You know, ever since release, I've always dreamed about a build like this. And now we do finally have it. Super happy about that. You can see for mobbing, it's pretty ridiculous, so let's go ahead and take on a boss. Alright, now for Trant, we have our shock one. Let's go ahead and throw those. And he's just getting... yeah, he died. Remember, even if you miss your throw on the enemy, it will still spawn the sentry. And that sentry is going to chase down the enemy and blow them up. Time for Grave Ward. Let's go ahead and jump down. And now we're going to debuff him a little bit. You don't have to, but it will help if you do. Swap away, swap back. And you got to empty the magazine for the debuff on the execute. Alright, that should be good enough. Chuck the Tediore. Oops, swap away, swap back. You want to make sure there's one in the reserve. And yeah, you can see we chucked for half of his HP. Half. And that was no micro grenade either. It could have been even more. And that should do it. Yeah, this build is a lot of fun. Anyways, I think that's going to be it for the build demonstration. So again, try it out for yourself. It is a lot of fun. It's definitely a different playstyle from what you usually use on Moze. So again, if you want to download the save for yourself, I will link it down in the description. And if you guys did enjoy the video, then please be sure to leave a like, because that'd be awesome. And if you guys really enjoyed it, be sure to sub. You guys have a great day, and I will see you all later. Peace out.